Our Yogi Geo Ram Thukar describes that all the paths of yoga lead us, through different but complementary ways, to a state of physical health, mental peace, and spiritual harmony. One option to enjoy the benefits of this daily self-care practice and lifestyle is Karma Yoga. We all know that there are different yogas and that this ancient discipline has options for all tastes and needs. Our mentor, Yogi Geo Ram Thukar, tells us what Karma Yoga is, how it is engaged, and what its benefits are. Immerse yourself in the expansion's world of consciousness in favor of a good life. According to the followers of this practice, Karma Yoga in our daily lives is becoming conscious and sensitive to the energies we set in motion. It involves selfless surrender, compassion, and personal commitment to seeking and promoting well-being. The path of Karma Yoga interprets the concept of karma as that action that emerges from a selfless attitude devoted to the service of others, without self-interest or focus on the result, acting simply out of love or compassion. The aim is to transcend the ego through action to free ourselves from the bonds of aspirations and motivations for our own benefit in a supportive and benevolent way, detaching from ourselves as the actor. It describes giving all action to the use of others, or the Supreme. The Karma Yogi's action, being free of ego, does not produce any negative karma. Karma Yoga is becoming conscious and sensitive to the energies we set in motion. It is responding constructively to the life around us and taking charge of our own life without always blaming others for what happens to us. When we consciously create actions, four factors influence the energies we set in motion: intention, attitude, consciousness, and impact. The practice of Karma Yoga, therefore, teaches us to focus on these four elements without worrying about reactions or opposing forces. If we focus on the results of actions and other people's responses and opinions, we will live life mindful of others instead of our deep needs. Karma Yoga teaches us to focus on what benefits ourselves and others without causing harm to anyone. This isn't the same as people-pleasing, because they would condition your life by how others regard you. The purpose of Karma Yoga is to find harmony in action, therefore, it is a path of yoga accessible to everyone since, in this life, we all have to act in one way or another. The term karma means action, and the law of karma is the law of cause and effect, action and reaction. Karma Yoga is the yoga of lucid action, an attitude towards life that is characterized by the spirit of service, surrender, and detachment. Karma Yoga teaches us to focus on everything that benefits ourselves and others. It is doing good and avoiding harm without any expectation of reward, without awaiting thanks or recognition. Just for the benefit of doing something we are happy to do. The best way to practice Karma Yoga is to do something beyond yourself, just for the benefit of doing something we are happy to do. It is an excellent way to see our intentions, attitudes, awareness, and impacts. The law of karma or cause and effect holds us accountable for our actions, thoughts, and words because they have consequences in this life or the next. Karma is both action and the result of the action, and what we experience nowadays results from our good and bad karma created by our previous efforts. We can break this chain of cause and effect that we have created with Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless action and work. By disconnecting the ego from the work process and offering the results to a higher power, either the divine or the inner self, we stop the snowballing process of bad karma. Why not create your own dynamic of good karma to live more attentively, with more love and appreciation in everyday life, to create more happiness in our lives, the lives of those around us, and those who love us? We recommend you create your ritual of habits of doing good, smiling at a sales clerk, calling your family regularly, helping a coworker without asking for anything in return, collaborating with a charitable cause, doing everything to do it well, having a positive attitude in conflict situations to seek a solution or a compromise, not always seeking to make a profit from your actions, etc. Our Yogi Geo Ram calls it the yoga of conscious action. Because in this path, daily actions become the means to accomplish tranquility, harmony, well-being, and a state of grace and connection. It teaches us to act without being involved in the action or obsessing about the results. It also shows us how to conduct ourselves without being under the dominion of our ego or trying to manipulate others. To practice it, it is essential to work on stability, impartiality, and the ability to remain firm and stable in our center despite life's difficulties. This is how we determine to control our visceral reactions, anger, hatred, jealousy, desire for revenge, not to act on them, thus generating more discomfort, to become our own observers and stop being enslaved by the ego. Instead, we give the best of ourselves, to give ourselves entirely in every action. We open our hearts and flow with life. Do what you can. Try to do whatever you do to the best of your ability. If you can think of another better way, try it. Act out of a sincere desire for goodness and excellence. Be involved in the action, but detach yourself from the results. Do not use circumstances to an end, even less so if it is at the expense of others. Remember that every action and circumstance is an opportunity to advance, to learn something. It allows us to develop our qualities, learn about ourselves, and give something to others. Forget the past and the future. When you are asked to give the best of yourself, it is about doing it in the only instant that exists, now. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Remember that every human being is unique, but we all share our human emotions and feelings. When you interact, do it with love. Think that action does not imply agitation and constant movement. We can act from calmness and cultivate detachment and serenity. Do not let yourself be carried away by flattery, insults, vanity, or pride. Many people wonder how to bring karma yoga to their daily life, and the starting point is simple. It is at hand in everything. It is about living more mindfully, with more love, and with a greater appreciation of daily life to create more happiness in our lives and for those around us. We recommend conscious action yoga for people or periods of life in which vitality predominates, the need to act and express ourselves, for those of an extroverted nature. One of the earliest quotations of the well-elaborated doctrine of karma is found in the following verse from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4.4.5. He subsists on this, and assents to that. As he acts and behaves, so he becomes. He who does good becomes good, and he who does sinful deeds becomes sinful. By good deeds, he becomes virtuous, and by evil deeds, evil. Others, however, say, this person lives only by desires. According to his desires, so is his will. As is his will, so he acts. Whatever action he performs, he achieves it. Well, my friend, we came to the end of our video one more time. We hope you enjoy it and you can adopt something that will benefit your life. Please make some comments regarding our karma yoga. If you like it, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and goodbye for now. Namaste.